first down. Newton. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run. This is Kamara. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Wes Horton coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. For it, it's Breeze. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Kamara spins by. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Breeze on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 32 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And he's able to put it through. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Newton on first down. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Buying time to his left. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Flushed out, trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. A shotgun snap for Newton. Steps away to his left. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. Well, 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Being chased out left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Waiting.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Addison in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He lost 6 there on the first down play. To throw on second down is Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Third and long, it's Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, he's got a man, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big third down play there for the Panthers. 49 yards. Now a first down throw for Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Back to the air. Newton on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to... And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Buying time to his left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On first down, it's Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen from 19 yards away. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Breeze to throw. Steps away to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Wes Horton. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Going deep here for Bryant. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but
and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, and his guys are able to strike for 6. And his kick is good. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right, and he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Breeze to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That was really well done right there. That almost looked like a training camp drill. Able to get outside of the pocket, kept his eyes downfield, and found his tight end for a nice first down. Much more difficult play than maybe he made it look.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing now is Breeze. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Dez. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And all the way inside the before they drop him. They give him a gain of 37.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll run it here. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Kill!
They run it again with Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the... That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. On second down, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Tackle made there by Mike Adams, a strong safety.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Ready? You ready? Hey, left.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Flush to his right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And Lutz's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
And he's into the clear. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Forced out to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Coverage there by Kevon Seymour. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here we go.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Hey. You got 3. Ready, like that.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
Throwing here, Newton. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to... It's caught inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Hey.
Newton to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Carolina's side of the field. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. One final try here for Breeze. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.